Alright, guys, so since we had a more volatile week this week with all the earnings, we had big blue chip companies like Google announcing their earnings. So in this week, we saw a lot of movement in the market. And during these times, I really like to take the volatility out of our trades. So I want to show you guys here an opportunity that I am going to trade with my strategy, the premium cycle, every single time when I get the chance to do so. And I am speaking about Procter and Gamble right here. We all know Procter and Gamble. It is quite a conservative company and is completely out of this blue chip volatility and AI bubble topics. So we are investing or potentially investing in a completely different sector. But what I believe is really interesting here is something that you cannot see on so many other stocks, because if we look at Procter and Gamble right here, we can see a very nice support level right here around $135. And Procter and Gamble is holding this support level for already 4 years. So a lot of times we see companies that had a large increase in their share price in the last months or in the last 1 or 2 years. But on this specific stock, for the last 4 years, we are trading in the same range with the same support level. And for the regular retail investor, this might seem very bad because you want to buy a stock and you want to make a large capital gain. But I really see a big chance and a very conservative play on this trade every single time when Procter and Gamble gets close to that support level here. So every time that Procter and Gamble is trading at $140, so we can see I'm currently waiting on this a little bit. So when Procter and Gamble is going to come down a little bit more, I am going to sell a cash secured put on Procter and Gamble again, because this is such a safe play. If Procter and Gamble drops down to 135, you are going to buy 100 shares at 135, and your cost basis is going to be even lower because you can subtract the premium that you receive, and afterwards you can just continue selling your covered call to the upside. And as we see here, we have 4 years of history with the exact same support level. We have a low probability that we are going to receive any insane news that we cannot predict on this stock. So make sure to stay patient here, because you can still make a mistake, obviously. If you just go ahead and you just say, okay, Procter & Gamble is so conservative and at any level I want to sell a cash secured put, and you literally do it when Procter & Gamble was sitting at 160, well, that might not be the best idea because you're still gonna be down a lot. But at these levels right here, on this massive support level, for me it's a no-brainer to sell a cash secured put here, because if I'm not assigned, I'm going to keep the premium. If I end up being assigned, there's absolutely no reason to panic on Procter & Gamble. I can really play this out long term, receive dividends by Procter & Gamble as they are also a dividend aristocrat, and I can continue selling my covered calls on this stock. So this is an opportunity that I'm constantly checking. There's also a few other stocks that meet a similar criteria like Procter & Gamble, and I am consistently sharing these trades in my live community. You guys can click the link in my bio and join my community, the Premium Cycle, where I explain my strategy step by step, so you guys understand the mechanics of this strategy. And also, when I see a chance on a high quality stock like this one, every single time that Procter & Gamble gets close to that level, I am selling a cash secured put on this ticker, and I am sharing that with my community live, so you guys can benefit from that as well. So if you have at least $10,000 to $20,000 and you are ready to make a safe passive income, click the link in my bio and I will see you guys there.